It's not good to be following a lot of these female MRAs, men's rights activists. If you look at any men's rights activists out there, like true MRAs, they're all women. It's only fans for the red pill. A lot of those women don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about your struggles. They just know that it's really easy to cash in on content and go viral when a woman is saying this stuff, because men flock to the comments going, yeah, you're right. You get us. Protect her at all costs. Like, she understands me and stuff. Like, she don't give a fuck about you, bro. She just cares about the clicks and the likes and the views she's getting and the super chats. I was on a lady's show a couple of years ago. I was on her first live stream. I'm not going to name her name, but I was on her first live stream ever. And she had one guy send her 5 $100 super chats, and one guy sent her a $600 super chat just for being you. Right? Because these simps out there flock to that content, and it's easy content for these women to make, but they don't give a fuck about you, bro. They don't care. Okay. Their solipsistic nature won't let them care about your struggles. All right. So it's very important for men to understand that. Get this kind of content from other men who've been through it and understand it and show you how to navigate through it and use it to your advantage. That's how you do it. Okay. Recentering of conversations. Even when discussing issues, she redirects the focus back to herself. How many times have you guys had women make everything about them? That never happens, right? Women making everything about them. Does that ever happen? Let me know. Let me know in the chat an example of a time a woman made everything about her. Okay, just let me know. My ex-wife was really good at this. My ex-wife made everything about her when nothing had to do with her, right? That's her solipsistic nature, right? Recentering of conversations. And then, by the way, guys, before I forget, I do have one-on-one coaching available. If you go to call.fixeddeadbedrooms.com, you can book a call with me. It's a 1-hour breakthrough and battle plan session, and we'll get to the heart of your problem. And then if you decide to continue working with me and stuff like that, then what I'll do is I'll refund the cost of this call. But the reason why I charge for this call is because otherwise I get a lot of tire kickers and guys that have no intent on doing the work and stuff. And I just can't work with guys that aren't willing to put the work in. Okay. So I charge for this, but it's fully refundable if we continue working together. Okay. I dropped a link to that in the chat. All right. The last one here, guys, the last one here, and then we're wrapping up, is subconscious denial of solipsism, right? Most women won't admit to this lens as it operates beneath their own conscious awareness. They don't even realize they're doing it. Okay. So when I put out content like this, when anyone in the red pill space puts out content about the solipsistic nature, all these women are going to be in the comments going, that's not true. I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that, because they're making it about themselves and they don't realize they're even doing it. It's subconscious. Okay. That means they do it out of pure instinct and programming. They don't even know that they're doing it. Okay. It's just like testing. 9 times out of 10, they don't even realize they're doing it. It's subconscious. Okay. That's very important for guys to understand, because a lot of guys are like, oh, well, if a woman's doing this to me, I'm going to dump her and move on to the next girl. Okay. But the next one's going to do it too. Okay. They're wired this way. This is a part of their nature, right? It's like, God, what is it? It's like the story of the frog crossing the river, and or he's getting ready to cross the river or something like that. And Scorpion's like, hey, man, can you give me a ride on your back? And he's like, no way, dude. No way. You're going to sting me. And Scorpion's like, I promise I won't sting you. Won't sting you. And he's like, no, dude, I don't trust you, man. Like, scorpions, they sting people. And no, I'm not going to do that, man. I need to get across the river. Just give me a chance, man. Let me hop on your back. You can swim across the river and get me to the safe to the other side. I won't sting you. So the frog's like, okay, fine. So the scorpion jumps on the frog's back. The frog starts swimming across the river, and halfway through, the scorpion stings his ass. And he goes, dude, what the fuck? I thought you weren't going to sting me. And he goes, I'm a scorpion, bro. It's in my nature. Right? It's in women's nature. The solipsism, the shit test, all the stuff, they're wired for this. It's a part of their evolutionary psychology. It goes back to survival instincts. They just can't help it. Okay. So it's best to just understand it and learn how to navigate through it and be more tactical when it comes to women. Right? Fair enough. Minimization of his pain. So his suffering during conflict or breakup is seen as less real or less important. Man, this is what women hate the red pill space. Man, they hate the red pill space. This is why you can't red pill women. This is why if you're out dating, if you're kind of a red pill aware guy, don't talk about this shit to women, okay? Women get really turned off by this stuff because women, their solipsistic nature wants them to feel like this is just this natural process that just magically happens. Oh, love is this mysterious magical thing, and soulmates and twin flames and all that kind of stuff, right? Women want to play the game. They don't want to know they're playing a game. So this is why you can't talk to them about any of this kind of shit, right? But when us guys are getting together and we're swapping notes on podcasts like this, and women come into the comments, like Joni or Jody or whatever her name is, they're like, oh, these guys are just bitching and complaining, and like their pain doesn't matter, and like they don't give a fuck, right? Like men's pain doesn't matter. Men don't feel pain, like fuck them and whatever. And you guys are just a bunch of whiny babies and stuff like that. So why you can't talk to women about this shit, right? This is for guys. The red pill is for men. War brides dynamic. Okay, so if a better option appears, right? This is her hypergamous nature. Also, her solipsism allows her to cut ties very quickly and bond with that new man. And this is where a lot of guys don't realize this. When women cheat on you, 9 times out of 10, they're in love with the new guy, and they don't love you anymore. Women's hypergamous nature is very monogamous in nature. There's a really great Red Pill Archive article titled "Hypergamy is Monogamy." Okay, so if she's not you, she loves the guy she's right? Whereas men are very different. A lot of women will say, men do it too. Men do it too. No, look at statistics. Statistically, men don't fall in love with the woman they're cheating with as often as women fall in love with the man that they're cheating with. Like it's something like 90% of women are falling in love with the guy that with the side dude, right? In their mind, the side dude is the main dude, and this other guy is just the beta provider, right? She's cold to him. She can fuck about him. She has no empathy for him, right? All this kind of stuff. So the guy she's cheating on him with, that's the guy she really loves. Okay. Men are very different. We're polygamous by nature. So we just want unlimited access to unlimited. And so if the opportunity presents itself, most men jump at it because, that's why affairs with men, like they sort of just happen. Like it was a crime of opportunity, right? Whereas women, if they don't like you, they put themselves intentionally in other dudes' orbits so that it just, I don't know what happened. It just happened, right? Like, no, it didn't. No, it didn't, Susan. You didn't just go to lunch with Brad from accounting today, but you haven't done it in the last 5 years. But now all of a sudden your man's unattractive. So now you want to go out to lunch, an innocent lunch with Brad from accounting. F that. You made that happen, Susan. Right. But that's that war bride dynamic. And that's just her solipsism telling herself a story. And that's her reality. Right. It's not even true. Men are very good at empathy if we allow ourselves to be, because we have to, right? If you think of like wartime situations from the past, that empathy gave us a tactical advantage. Like read Sun Tzu, right? The Art of War. One of the items in the Art of War is know your enemy, okay? Because if you understand your enemy and what they might be doing and what they might be thinking and what they might be planning, you're actually putting yourself in their shoes for a tactical advantage. Like if you understand where they're coming from, now you can better plan, you can better strategize. That's what we do in the Red Pill. We're trying to better understand women so that we can better strategize. That's tactical empathy, right? Shout out to Paul Benjamin. I learned a lot from that guy. God bless him. The Luca model that I talk about in my book, I learned that from Paul Benjamin. The guy's a goddamn genius. Anyway, so women very much, their solipsistic nature causes them to really lack empathy 9 times out of 10. Okay, so if she's just not feeling you in the moment, she's not going to feel your pain. She's not going to understand where you're coming from. She's not going to fuck about what you're going through. Okay, she's going to absolutely lack any kind of empathy.
New episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Subscribe now.